RPG here. Today I'm going to do a quick little channel update because it's been a while since I last updated everybody on what's going on behind the scenes and with the channel in general. So I always like to keep an open line of communication here between us, and I always appreciate everybody that subscribes and supports me here on YouTube. So for the last 2 weeks or so, I've kind of taken a few steps back and kind of regrouped to recharge my batteries. It's been 13 or 14 months since I started the channel, and I've put out over 440 videos here on the channel. So I've been very active, and sometimes you just kind of not burn out, but you need to just kind of take a few steps back, recharge your batteries. In that time, I've still put out videos, but not as consistently as I had been doing. So I'm a super busybody. I'm always doing a million things at once. I have 3 kids, 3 dogs, super active with all that that entails, but I'm also involved in a bunch of different things. So to manage everything at the same time and stay consistent with everything can be a bit of a challenge. So sometimes you got to just take a few steps back, recharge, and I've done just that. I'm feeling good, ready to tackle some more videos here on YouTube and further grow the channel. So most important part of the channel and the backbone of the channel is the tutorial videos. And how that all kind of started was basically I was running into issues with emulation, regardless of the platform, RetroPie, different handhelds, whatever it was. I was running into issues pretty much everywhere I went. And as I figured them out, I realized there's somebody somewhere dealing with the same issue. So I would put together a quick video, and trust me, the early ones were rough. They're still cringeworthy for me to go back because I still link people to some of those early videos. The audio is out of whack, the lighting is terrible, but I've made some changes over the last year or so, and everything is much better now. But those early videos, as cringeworthy as they may be in some way, they do help people out. So kind of just the backbone of the channel was doing that, and you solve one issue and you move on to the next one, and I'm still doing that 13, 14 months later. So most recently we ran into an issue where arcade encoders now are having an issue where they're being manufactured differently due to some of the shortages with different elements to what goes into the build due to the pandemic, and they're actually causing Emulation Station to crash. So a lot of people were dealing with this issue, and it's funny, at the exact same time I started getting comments and emails from people all over the world, literally, that were experiencing the exact same issue. So with the help of other people in the community, I was able to figure out how we can get around that and get them up and running with a bunch of different platforms. So that was the most recent video that I did, trying to help people out with tutorials. So I'm going to keep doing that, keep doing the product reviews. And recently, a couple months ago, I started doing the Forgotten Favorites YouTube series, where I dive into some of our favorite retro video games. And that is just pure fun because with the reviews and tutorials, they can be a challenge, they can be tedious, they can be frustrating. With Forgotten Favorites, it's just pure fun. You're diving into games either by yourself or with friends, and it's just a lot of fun. So recently brought in one of my best friends, Joey, into the mix, did a video with him, actually did a couple videos with him, and they'll be coming out very soon as well. Just did one that came out actually today, which was the Mario Kart Double Dash video. And if you watch that video, you can see we just had an absolute blast diving into the game. We hadn't seen each other actually in 7 months, so it was great to reconnect, get some FaceTime in, and to enjoy some retro video games. We both had babies this past year, actually 4 weeks apart, so we've been busy, apart being dads. And of course, with this awful pandemic, you have to try to live your life, but also be cautious at the same time. So we just hadn't seen each other in a while, so it was great to reconnect. And he was somebody that I text and talk to constantly, every single day, multiple times a day, but hadn't seen him in a while. So he's going to be coming into the mix here on the channel, doing a lot more videos with me as well. Going to bring some other buddies into the mix too, so there'll be some new faces on the channel. And I think it's going to spice things up a little bit, add another element of entertainment on here, and it's super fun for me, so I hope it's fun for you guys as well to enjoy those videos. So that'll be in addition to the regular stuff. Also going to do some new setup sort of stuff here, where I'm figuring out ways to dive into games on different emulation platforms in a way that I'm not seeing a lot of people do. So a lot of new stuff coming that I'm going to be introducing in the very near future in that regard. So yeah, I don't want to give too much information on that because I'm still tweaking some stuff, but later this week I'll have a really cool video on, or early next week, I'll have a really cool video on some new controller and how you can integrate that into a bunch of different collections within any emulation platform you want. So that'll be fun. So a lot of really new stuff coming, and we'll take it from there. So now, in addition to all of that, obviously the channel's growing quite a bit on here. We're just under 6,000 subscribers, which in the period of time of 12 to 13 months on here, or 13 to 14 months, whatever it is now, it's a pretty decent amount of subscribers to get and support to get on here. So a big part of that goes out to you guys for liking, subscribing, and sharing links, and of course watching the videos. So I appreciate that so much. The only drawback to the larger subscriber base is it takes me longer to get back to people. I get more comments on videos, I get more emails, and for the most part it's just me here responding to stuff. So it's definitely a slower process for me to get back to everybody. So if you've reached out to me and I'm slow to respond, or sometimes I don't respond at all because things do seep through the cracks there, and I don't get to everything. It's not personal. It's not me trying to be rude or acting big or anything like that. I try to get back to everybody, and it definitely is frustrating for me to go to a video, see a comment from like 3 months ago that never got a response. So stuff like that is frustrating, but one way that we can actually try to make that better is if you guys see comments in videos that haven't been responded to and somebody asking for help with an issue or advice or anything like that, feel free to chime in and give them, your take on it, or assist them any way that you can. Because the really cool thing about YouTube and this channel and so many other channels out there is the community that surrounds it. So nothing is better than seeing somebody say, hey, I'm having this issue with RetroPie, my controller's not working, how do I reset it? And maybe they haven't seen that I have a video out on that particular topic, and they write a comment to me and I don't respond quick enough or don't respond at all. Somebody else could see that, chime in, help them out, point them in the right direction, and everybody's happy. So super cool to see stuff like that. So if you see that, feel free to chime in, help them out. You're gonna make their day, you're gonna improve their experience, and that's always a good thing. So that's gonna do it for today. So you know the drill. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video here today. Hit me up in the comment section if you have any questions, comments, anything like that. And of course, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet subscribed to the RetroPie Guy YouTube channel, because like I said here, I got a lot of really cool stuff coming in the very near future. Thank you guys so much for watching and the continued support. Hope you guys stay safe out there, and I'll see you all real soon.